Ayo, DSP Projecting here, and fortunately for me, I received my first anonymous corporate donation, and what would you know? It's for $150. I hit my first goal and crushed myself. Let's go! And to celebrate, I'm going to reveal the anonymous donor on screen right after thanking all of the non-withholders as well as the patient withholders who get all of this fresh members-only content once it goes stale a month later. There's probably a sandwich shop metaphor in there somewhere. And now for the big reveal. It's everyone's least favorite bank, Wells Fargo. That's right, folks. While I was putting feelers out for corporate sponsorships, Wells Fargo jumped at the opportunity. They mentioned something about how Phil used to work for them, but they can't really talk about it because of the state of Massachusetts or something like that. But if giving me $150 meant hitting my goal and therefore crushing the troll that is DSP, Wells Fargo would mail me a check. And that they did. And guess what? That check, that anonymous donation from Wells Fargo, side note, fuck Wells Fargo. I don't care about keeping them pieces of shit anonymous. They hired Phil, no shit, they're a terrible company. But that money, that goes right into the king's coffers. I mean, pied de terre fund. DSP's magic spice is usually tax fraud, but here, my special ingredients are time and investment. But maybe you're not fortunate enough to get random anonymous $150 tips like me or DSP. Or maybe anonymous $150 tips don't really exist. We all just make them up. Maybe you could claim $150 in cashback rewards from a credit card that's always paid off. Then invest that money. Savings need to start somewhere. I know it can seem intimidating, but I'm hoping I can inspire not only DSP, but maybe some of my viewers that want to clean up their habits. Or take their wife on hopefully a second honeymoon. Each one of these videos is just going to be a small cut into the savings. But we've all heard about death by 1,000 cuts. But since time is such a huge function of this equation, I'm going to bring it back to the present. And that present question is, what kind of business owner doesn't have Excel? Spoiler alert that surprises no one. DSP. Based on what you do, and as being a self-proclaimed business owner, you should definitely have Excel. My friend just started a new job that uses Google Sheets, and we were talking about how he should just buy an Excel license on Groupon. Sure, a sandwich shop driver, race car driver, could probably drive any car that works. But when they are at work, they're going to want the cream of the crop. And in my world, that's Excel. Desktop version. Fuck the web app Excel. And of course, examining DSP's desktop, it looks like he may be using an open source solution, which is cool and fine, but just not the appropriate choice for big bad business owner DSP. I'm sure right about the bad business owner part at least. And I guess big too. But seriously, 1, it's a business expense. 2, it's Excel, which is better than anything else. And 3, this is where you gotta bear with me though. For $100 a year, DSP could get desktop Excel and 1 terabyte of OneDrive backup. OneDrive is the devil, but DSP needs to have his settings files for all his shit backed up, especially on that streaming PC. NVMe hard drives fail. NVMe hard drives and cheap Amazon gaming PCs that are writing gigabyte after gigabyte of video files because DSP is a size king. That drive is going to fail. And OneDrive is a quick way to get back up and running if you sync the right folders. Is it a question of if per or which one? If or when. If or when. But the reason I harped on Excel this episode is in the next member's early video, I'm going to speculate on how DSP keeps terrible business records to facilitate the obfuscation of his tax fraud. See what I mean next time? And seriously, thank you so much for not withholding or even being patient and watching these videos with ads. This channel really would be nothing without yous. Deuces.